দর্শক, যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের সাথে ইরানের আলোচনা ভেঙে যাবার পর সবশেষ অবস্থা জানাতে ইসলামাবাদ থেকে সরাসরি যুক্ত হচ্ছেন এসএটিভির পাকিস্তান করেসপন্ডেন্ট মোহাম্মদ মুসাব। সরাসরি চলে যাচ্ছি তার কাছে। Hello Musab, welcome to SATV News. Musab, what is the current situation of the conflict between Iran and the United States and Israel following the recent peace talks?
A few important developments have taken place after the inconclusiveness of the Islamabad talks that failed to reach a positive outcome. So many people were thinking that after the collapse of these talks, the 2-week ceasefire that was brokered by Pakistan last Tuesday between USA and Iran might also collapse and Iran might be attacked again. This does not seem to be true at this point in time. If you look at three major statements, the first one coming out of the Iranian ambassador to Pakistan's Twitter account, you will understand that what basically he has stated is that Islamabad talks was not a one-off event. It was not a one-off event that had to reach a conclusion. He said that this is going to be a series of events. It's the first step in the right direction. 47 years of mistrust, 47 years of enmity, 47 years of not being able to sit on a table at this big a scale. Pakistan has done the impossible. So making the Iranian Speaker of the National Assembly sit with the Vice President of the United States of America in the same room on a table is something that is probably going to yield results. So the world needs to wait and see what will happen. At the same time, Abbas Araghchi's statement that came out today, that this was a good, both countries came with good faith, they came with a clear head, they came with open minds, and they sat down. This means that Abbas Araghchi has also given an olive branch to the United States of America. At the same time, if you look at Donald Trump's latest statement, yesterday he announced the naval blockade after our last live session on SATV. But his statements that have come out today, where he has praised Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, he has praised the Speaker of the National Assembly. This shows that things are probably moving in the right direction, but all of this is happening behind closed doors. So we will not be surprised, the world should not be surprised if a second round of talks is announced in Pakistan or anywhere in the world, where probably J.D. Vance might not sit, or the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Kalibaf, might not sit. But even if there's staff-level meetings as a follow-up to the Islamabad talks have laid the foundation where things can move in the right direction. For now, the public statements coming out of Donald Trump's office seem to be, as said by J.D. Vance himself, seem to be fixed on one point: Iran's nuclear enrichment program. If in the coming days and weeks, Iran decides to give a statement where they say that their nuclear enrichment is for peaceful purposes, or they might want to get rid of their nuclear program, then we would consider this latest statement by J.D. Vance, where he said that this was the sticking point where talks fell off. As Abbas Araghchi has said, that they had agreed on various points, but at the very last minute, the changing of the goalposts. This is very important when you see in global context. So I would still be very positive here from Islamabad. I would still believe that the Islamabad talks have set the tone for things to come to a conclusiveness, a positive conclusion. Let's see and hope for things to get better. At this point in time, what is most important is that we are a day away from Israel and Lebanon sitting face to face in the United States of America. Netanyahu is giving his statements. So again, for the region, there seems that war has not yielded any results, and discussions, negotiations, sitting down on a table will be the better way to move forward. We'll update on what happens in Washington, D.C. during the Israel-Lebanon talks, and at the same time, we'll keep updating on what happens after the Islamabad talks between USA and Iran.
Thank you, Musa, for joining with us.